Hi everyone, this is Tom and Harry, SMMA. Welcome to the channel. This video is an interesting one. We get sent DMs every single day, every single week from lots and lots of different people. We are now going to tell you, well, I'm going to let Harry pick this one up, but Harry's going to lead this and tell you some of the worst DMs he fucking gets on a daily and weekly basis and why it's so bad. So stick around, watch the video, and let's get into it. Harry,
Right.
come on, mate. What's the worst DMs you get?
This is actually a fucking hidden passion of mine, mate. Just laughing at people's DMs they send me because I don't know what's happened in the past like 6 months. Like, I don't know whether there's this new like Instagram DM course that's come about that has like forced everyone to create the same sales message. Like, because everyone's saying the same shit.
Yeah.
But so like, for example, there's is this hi Harry, is this the best place to ask you a question?
Oh, I hate that.
Then there's my before I go into that though, the worst one, which I absolutely despise, is salespeople messaging me, and they do this with all industries, saying, are you taking on new clients at the minute?
Yeah.
Like, they'll say, Harry, are you taking on any agency clients at the minute? And they'll add a few other phrases on there to make it seem like they want to refer you a client. So you're like, shit, someone's going to refer me a client. We've got an affiliate scheme for our agency. So, let me entertain that question. And bearing in mind, I've got 15,000 followers on Instagram. Loads of other business owners have 30,000, 100,000. So your messages are like amongst loads. So you can't, like, business owners don't have time to respond to every single sales message in here. So when you do shit like that, pretending to be a customer, it does the complete opposite of what you think it's going to do.
Yeah.
When people send that message, they think, right, I'm gonna lure him in here. I'm gonna like excite him about, giving him a new client or, bringing him a new dental patient. He replies, and then it's, oh, I'm gonna charge you $2,000 a month for a service. I was just misleading you completely. It's like booking a consultation for a new car with a car dealership for a Lamborghini, and he takes time out of his day to come in, show you around the car, and then when you're there, you go, oh, I'm not actually interested in the car. I'm here to sell you on my service. He's gonna be like, are you fucking taking the piss? You've just wasted my time completely. Even a 2-minute window to open your DM and reply to it, to an like dishonest message, just fucking pisses me off.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right in the sense that you're starting the relationship
being
on
a shady
an element, on an element of deception.
Yes, it is.
It's awful. And you're right. Who the fuck has told these people this is what you need to do?
I don't know.
Somebody has done that.
It's
I'm going to, but before we end this video, I will give some tips on how to DM people like Harry. Or Harry's got 15,000 followers. I've only got 4. So, but in terms of the same way we react, we react to the same way. But you're right. That like deception at the beginning is fucking shocking.
It just sets you up for just complete failure. It really does.
Go back to the other one. To go back to the other one where they say, Harry, is this the best place to contact you? What's your beef with that?
Because everyone's fucking saying it. I get about 10 messages a day. Everyone's saying the same thing.
Yeah.
So so if one person said that, it wouldn't be. It's not bad. Is this the right place to ask you a question? That's not being deceitful. They could ask you any question. That's not like being misleading at all. My issue with it is, it's like someone, I don't know whether there's a famous salesperson who runs an SMMA, I don't know, something that's teaching people that this is the way, and now everyone's doing it. I don't know. There must be, because everyone sends, like, there's 3 messages people send, and it's the same shit. It's or like the one you'll go into about the short form content stuff. But like, if everyone's saying the exact same phrase, now as soon as I see that phrase, I immediately just think he's a salesperson. But the first time I saw it, I replied with, yeah, sure, mate. And then they said it, and I was like, oh, this is what this is. So now every time I see it, it's like you can't fool the same person twice with allowing someone to pitch to you.
It's so lame. No one also tries to like expand on their ideas of it either. It must just be a mass numbers game. It's so poor.
It's really poor. But the all one, mate, about the short form content where they say, Like they
Oh,
talk about your short form content.
so this is this. So we get DMs of people actually fucking hammering our content, like, and then
Yeah.
saying they're going to fix it for us.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like I'm in. Like, sign me up. Like, so we will get DMs, or you do and I do, but it's like, hi Tom, love your content, but I've noticed you're not doing this, and that, and it could be a lot better, and this and that. Maybe it could. I don't give a fuck. If I felt it
Yeah.
should be, I'd have fucking done something about it. I take action
Like,
on every aspect. So
like you're
I would
not
have done
like
something
you're
about it.
like you're not running a mega business to worry about putting a fucking different color on an Instagram reel.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
it's
care now.
I get what they're saying. Like that is a business model. Like we have a person in our agency that does short form content for all of our clients.
Yeah.
But to go in and just be like, you're shit, you're shit, you're shit, was like, what? What? Just say something
I've got
constructive.
one now. Let me just see if I've got one now that I can like.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little whiz through.
Why don't I just pick one up live on the call? So let's have a look. I've got plenty of messages in here. Okay.
I've got while you're looking, mate. Here's
Yeah.
one. I get this all the time. People say they ask me like, what services do you specialize in? But they'll use that as like an in to then
Oh my God. Yeah, go on.
to then sell. So they'll be like, oh, Harry, what services do you specialize in? And that's also pretending to be almost interested in your services. And then you say, oh, we do Facebook ads, sales funnel creation. Because we get quite a lot of clients inbound on my Instagram. So and then you reply, and then they're like, oh, that's great. Do you need help with it? Do you need help with this, this, and this, and this? It's like, oh, just get to the point. Like there's so many better ways to go about it.
Absolutely. I'm just going to show you. This was 8:10 this morning. All right. I don't know if you can see on camera.
Is this the best place to ask you a question?
There you go. So,
yeah.
hi, Tom. Is this the best place to answer your question? Look, you can tell I can either accept, delete, or block. It's just going to get the middle button tapped twice. So if I tap the middle button twice, it's gone.
Gone.
So, like, is this the best place? Well, what other fucking place are you getting me on? It's better than you ringing my home phone. Yeah, if I'm honest. So, yeah, it's just lame, and everyone is doing the same thing. But this is what we're saying about people doing outreach for your agency too, to a degree. And this is why we're linking this video. It's not to say how wonderful we are at getting DMs and how much we enjoy it. We actually don't enjoy those. That wastes a lot of our time, but we have to read them because some people are potential students, some people are students. So, like we always claim, we do read every DM.
Or mate, not only just potential students, but like if it's people that just want help.
Yeah,
like we reply to every message of people just genuinely just wanting help. Like you don't have to be a student to drop us a message on Instagram and we help you out. Like we say that in every video and we genuinely mean it.
Yeah.
But when it's like filtered between 50 other messages of people saying, is this the best place to ask you a question, or your content shit, pay me $2,000 a month and I'll help you out. It's like, fuck off. Just be a bit more fucking clever about it. Like it just proves that you're just not very good at sales. So I'd never hire someone to do sales who does that shit.
Or someone, or when they try and offer you to buy you followers, and we can give you engaged followers and all that shit. It's the same message. It's always about this long, gives you all your pricing and everything like that.
Oh, mate,
saying that we know people who actually have done that.
Yeah, that leads me on to the perfect one, mate. Is when people say, Harry, I'm a Instagram growth expert. Your Instagram doesn't get the engagement it deserves. I'm an Instagram growth expert. When can we pencil in a call? Which is when can we pencil in a call on the initial message, as stupid as it is. And then you go to their Instagram page and they've got 6 followers.
Yeah.
And it's like, I understand they might be using different Instagram pages because they get banned because they're mass DMing, but that just breeds just unauthentic. Like you're saying you're an Instagram growth expert and you can't even grow your own account, let alone other people's accounts.
Yeah, they're not showing that they're not showing that they've got any value in themselves.
No, and then that final point is when people say like, "Oh, can we get on a call next week?" They just say, "Let me know when you're free next week to get on a call," before you've even replied to them. It's like you've not shown anything for any valid reason for me to get on a call with you. One, why am I getting on a call with you? At the minute, all it looks like I'm getting on a call with you is so you can pitch your services to me, and that's just rule 101 of booking meetings in SMMA. You have to have some kind of upside for the client, and you're just getting on there saying, right, I'm a social media marketing expert, when can we pencil a call in? Well, the answer is fucking never. If I spend all day getting on calls with people like you, I'm not going to have a business for you to even manage. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
So what is the solution? So I have, if you are going to DM someone and it's an element of either asking for business or wanting to get a client or whatever, what I do respond quite well to and I do act on is when someone sends me a voice note.
Yeah. More likely to listen to it.
Complete stranger, but I see a voice note. The reason why I will listen to it is because they've taken their time out of their day to record that. It must be personal because you can't send the same voice note to multiple people. So it has to be a personal message. That is a personal message to me. So I feel it instantly that it's personalized. Yes, it's probably the same spiel that they've given to 400 fucking people before me, but it's personalized. And also there's an element of I'm intrigued. Like, what's this guy saying? It's a minute long or 60 seconds long, 50 seconds long or 40 seconds long, whatever it is. And I click it and I will listen to that.
Yeah.
And actually I will quite often leave a voice note back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, me too, mate. I think what do I respond best to? I respond best to that. I do respond. That gives me a better like chance of responding to them. But also I think you have to have some kind of offer of what, like, I don't know, some kind of upside for me to respond. Like, I've actually responded to a few people who do short form content who have messaged me about it because they've gone in and said, you know, I've made you a free reel, or they just send me the reel straight away rather than asking me for permission. I know that's going to take you longer, but everyone's offering short form content. Everyone has the same phrase that everyone uses. Oh, you need content like Alex Hormozy. Like, let me create them for you. It's like, mate, I don't give a shit what short form content looks like. It makes diddly squat difference in the grand scheme of things.
Can I just tell you my view on short form content? I actually want Harry's opinion. This is kind of a conversation that we should be having off camera, but we're just going to do it anyway because we're on the channel. Me personally, right? When I see the same person it used to be when I saw short form content with subtitles on, I was like, wow, that's cool. Like, I'm engaged. Now, the short form content that people are doing for each other is becoming the same short form content they're doing for everyone else. Do you get me? Like, and actually, I think there's an element where we're getting so used to seeing the same type of content all the time.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Even when it's really high definition, really good quality, I actually sometimes watch stuff that doesn't look always the same. I actually prefer stuff that looks more looks different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, mate, I agree. I actually do agree. Especially in this industry, all of the DMs that we get now are for short form content creators.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the number one service that Instagram DM outreach is being used for at the minute. Because
what I'm saying is when they send you examples of it, because we've actually asked people to send examples of their short form content editing and stuff like that. It is what we're saying is like it's all the same.
It is all the same.
It'd be hard for me to differentiate between person A and person B and person C and person D. It's the same shit.
That's what I was going to say.
I think mass level, everyone's content's going to look the same.
Yeah, and I also think this is outreach in general, where people aren't self-aware enough in the industry. Like, I feel like we're very self-aware in terms of what's happening in the industry. People are very like, they're almost ignorant to the fact that there's other people doing this as well. Yeah. They are. So they're not only sending the same messages, but they're almost selling the exact same service, which is something that we teach really heavily in the academy, which is why every one of our students and us has a very, very different agency to everyone else, even though we sell the exact same services. We sell Facebook ads, we sell email marketing. However, the type of agency we run due to how we manage it is extremely different. And I think for these short form content people, they have to find a way to hit different pain points. At the minute, they're all hitting the same pain points that, you need to explode your Instagram through short form content. Well, everyone fucking knows that. How about different pain points? Like, if you're talking to us, we have fucking no time in the day to do any of this. We don't have time to even film the fucking YouTube videos to get over to you. So how about talking about that? How about talking how you're going to integrate with our team, how you're going to integrate with different parts of our business, like talking about different things like that, rather than just saying, we're a short form content creator. You want to grow your Instagram following by 20,000 people. I don't give a flying. I'd have 1,000 followers or 2 million followers. I wouldn't care. It wouldn't make that big of an impact on the business in the next month. It
It's
wouldn't.
funny because if someone DM'd you, right, and went, "Hi Harry, just want to say I love your content and I would really love to join your team. I'm happy to work for free for a short period of time, but of course I do need to make money at some point." You know, if throwing a DM out to you like that, which says, "Look, I'm happy to work free because I want the experience, but if it works out, it does. If it doesn't, that's no problem. But I will need obviously to be paid at some point in my life." That's already very, very different because you're saying to someone you want to join their team and you're willing to give a bit, but you need something back.
Yeah, I get a few DMs like that, mate, and I always respond to those DMs. They're not ones I ignore.
Yeah.
However, I
Yeah.
still don't think they're good enough because I
Yeah.
still don't think that's being self-aware enough to think, right, Tom and Harry own a very successful businesses. Is he going to want to be holding someone's hand just for free work?
Yeah.
And in my opinion, no. I'd rather pay someone $2,000 a month who can just fucking get on with it and leave me alone. I
Yeah.
don't really care about paying, like having someone for free. That's still doing you a massive favor. Like even if you're working for me for free, you still have to have the skill set. Otherwise, I'm not paying you money, but I'm paying you in time to fucking manage you.
Yeah.
So I think there's this is where people aren't self-aware and they're almost entitled that even if you're working for free or you're sending free videos, you're still not putting yourself in the business owner's shoes of the grand scheme of things, which is frustrating.
So common though, isn't it?
It is
It's a
common.
lack of business awareness. It's just a complete lack of business awareness and a lack of understanding it's just amateur people doing amateur tasks.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you just need to,
That's all that
you need
is.
to broaden your mindset and I think putting yourself in the business owner's shoes you're selling to is
Yeah.
so important in
It's
everything.
absolutely vital.
In like in the meeting, on the cold call, like how you're talking to them, how they're going to perceive that, and then thinking, right, I'm in their business shoes, right? I don't know, she owns a spa in New York. How busy's her day? Like, people always say, oh, that people aren't turning up to the sales calls I book, but they're
Yeah.
booking every call on a Monday when that's Mondays are their only days off, spa's only days off. That's when they focus on their business. That's probably their busiest day. So
Yeah.
they're not thinking like they're just seeing she didn't turn up, she's not interested. Well, actually, if you did a bit of digging and some just like logical thinking, you'd realize that there's a reason for all of this. And I think that could be the solution to everyone's problems. You've got to
Completely, mate.
open your mind, not be entitled or ignorant, and just think there's a reason for everything. Let me find that reason.
Yeah. Those DMs though, even just looking at it then, I wonder if I got another. That was just classic. Classic.
Yeah, let me have a look.
Here we go. There's another one. Can I just read this one out?
Yeah, go for it.
This is I won't read the guy's name, but not that he's of any importance to me. But he's got 11 followers. 11 followers, which I'm not judging him for that. He might only have 11 friends. So let's just give him a break.
You might do.
Tom, this might sound insane, but if I guarantee I could 3x your organic outreach to potential customers within 90 days without lifting a finger, would you be open to discussing it? Question mark. P.S. Our content turns cold leads into burning hot leads. 3 fire emojis. So just to prove that's a real, that was sent yesterday at 12 minutes past 12. I haven't read it. That's sat there. That is just he's trying to guarantee me something he can't guarantee. So he's a liar straight away. It doesn't interest me. It doesn't excite me. I just see through it and go, no, you're right, mate.
Like, so that's actually top of my list. That shit.
Yeah.
Where someone messaged me, can't remember what he said. Oh no, it was the one we've spoken about this before on a video, I think, where we said someone messaged us saying, we can do your short form content for you and we'll guarantee, I can't remember what it was now. It was like guarantee 6 new academy sales a month through doing your short form content.
Yeah.
And I sent it to you and I was like, mate, if you like, I can't believe people are saying this for one. 2, how can anyone possibly guarantee any kind of sales from short form content? That's that is just a lie. Like that's not physically possible.
Yeah.
I think this is like the mental world that we're living in now, mate. Where like on social media, you can literally say what the fuck you want and no one's gonna stop you. They either reply to you and entertain you or they just ignore you. But it's like a constant barrage of just like misinformation and lies. Like,
I'm amazed the word
way.
guarantee can still be used on ad creators and ad copy. I'm amazed that they let that word slide.
It's mental, mate. Like guarantee 5 course sales, high ticket sales from running short form content on your Instagram.
Yeah.
1 post a day, you were saying. Even if you were doing 10 a day, you can't guarantee that at all.
No,
you
can't.
literally cannot guarantee that.
But we get those messages every day. And goes back to the point of what's the worst DMs we receive in a week. It's people saying, I will guarantee you this, I will guarantee that. And believe me and Harry, any business owner who's got fucking half a brain knows that we will call your bullshit on it. We understand it, but someone clearly is feeding that as the right way to behave. Someone is saying this is what you need to do. You 3x, guarantee them with a 3x return.
You just can't, mate. You literally can't.
Mental what people are fucking. It is mad. I have to say, the world on Instagram, if Instagram is done right, it's a phenomenal platform. But unfortunately, what's happening to it at the moment is it's littered with garbage. We're wading through garbage all the time.
I think the SMMA industry must be the worst type of industry to advertise on social media. That's why we don't advertise our course on paid ads, because I just wouldn't want to be tied in to them types of people. Because you look at the comments on every single SMMA guru who runs an ad, every single comment guaranteed is scam. Why are you just trying to sell courses? Or they'll comment saying where's the link to the course or something. It's like the sleaziest, murky industry ever.
Yeah, completely unregulated.
Yeah, I almost don't like saying that we have a course, mate, if I'm really honest. I think the course, I know we say it in every video, and I love our course and the community we built, and everyone in it will just whenever someone says something in the comments, which we rarely get, the academy members are always like, nah, Tom and Harry's isn't like that. But it's I don't know, it's just such a sleazy, dirty industry, I think, where it's just based on lies, deceit. Because someone messaged me saying, oh, I really like your YouTube channel. How do I know the academy is not a scam? And I said, what do you mean by scam? Because I always think how would it be a scam? Would it be a scam that there isn't a course there? You sign up and the course doesn't exist. Does he mean that by a scam, or does he mean the business model doesn't work? What does he mean by a scam? Yeah. And he kind of went, well, you always hear that courses are scams. And I said, well, no, mate, it's not. You do have to work hard. And if you're expecting it to be, get rich quick overnight, and anyone who's claiming that, I would say that's a scam, because then they're telling something that it isn't. But ours absolutely isn't.
The only way I say, I can see how people would say a scam for a course is, I hear too many stories where people buy a course and there's not enough in it for them to take action from it.
I see.
So it's they buy a course. Do you see what I mean? So they buy a course and they go, fucking hell, the first 4 modules are about meditation and mindset.
Yeah.
And a positive outlook on life. That's not something you can then tangibly action and get revenue from, because it's about being positive and it's about having a good frame of mind and having a good workout regime in the morning, so you've got a clear mind for your fucking meditation from 1 till 2. No. How do I make a phone call or send an email, give a service, close the client, get revenue, and do it 20 times over? How do I do that so I can live and eat and breathe?
Yeah,
that's what any course should be able to. You should be watching content from it and then going, I've got all the tools to now make XYZ.
Yeah, and not have blank spots in there.
No. Yeah, absolutely not.
I agree.
And there's too many. You hear so many people about, even Andrew Tate's course, that Millionaire Hustler or whatever it fucking was. I'm sure it's good, but I don't think it left people with enough of tangible, realistic things for them to implement and use going forward to make them successful. I've heard lots of people say it was just what it was, and it wasn't worth investing in.
Yeah, I think it was I don't know too much about it. I think it was didn't have different methods to make money. I think social media was probably one of them, mate. But obviously that wouldn't go into the depth that our academy goes into. It has to run Facebook ads and stuff. I think it would just point you in the right direction.
But it's a good point where I think that's what's happened is people, and there's even someone who's very, very well known in our industry, very well known. And we've had people say, oh, I bought this course from this person. It just isn't any good. It's about being a monk and it's about fucking meditating. And I can't do that shit. I've got 3 kids at home and I'm about to lose my job.
Yeah.
I can't start sitting at home and the wife saying, what are you doing? I'm just meditating because it's on module 4.
Yeah. But staring
off. And what's happened is these people who have done these courses have lost touch of the not the common people, but the common touch, the regular everyday people who just want to fucking grind and get out of jobs and earn money.
Yeah.
They've gone to a new level where they've forgotten that aspect, and that
People
then
who are
does
in,
become a bit of a scam.
yeah, people who are still in the mud of like, that's why I said in the proposal. I think I said it in a few 3 or 4 videos ago, mate. I said you know, when you're looking for someone to learn from or whatever, you need to make sure that they're teaching things that still work. Like when I first started, I was like smashing LinkedIn outreach, got my whole agency off the ground off LinkedIn outreach. You did Upwork, and those methods still work. 100% do. Like we teach them to the ends of the earth. However, if we were going to start today, we'd go straight into cold calling, I imagine, and we wouldn't do any of that stuff. So like, whereas I think a lot of people, they got their agency off the ground like we did with LinkedIn outreach, and then now they're 3 years later, and because they're not having to do the outreach like they did at the beginning, they're still saying that stuff is the best method to do it. See what I mean? It's like they're not current because they don't need to be current, whereas we force ourselves to be because we're so active in our community.
Completely.
So
it's a really great way to end it, because, and we've covered a lot there. We were talking about the DMs, but DMs lead to a conversation on outreach and how to behave and what you should and shouldn't be doing. And it's just, I think it's great just showing some examples. I've only just opened my phone. I haven't checked it for 24 hours. Believe it or not, I'm not addicted to it. You know, and it's interesting. That proved our point, really.
Yeah. Well, hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you have, we've mentioned the course a lot there. This video really wasn't to promote the course, but if you're interested, click the link in the description, check it out. Drop us a message on Instagram if you have any questions. And yeah, please make sure you subscribe, follow us on Apple Music and Spotify podcasts. And yeah, we're back posting every single day. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m.